11 is upon us, and today we're going to make somewhat of a non-traditional smoothie. We're going to use some sunflower sprouts as our greens, as well as some wheatgrass. And then some of the more common ingredients will include raspberries, apple, banana, and a pineapple. If you don't know what these are, I'd like to introduce you to the sunflower sprout. This is a very nutritious little green, and it's essentially the first start when a sunflower seed sprouts. So eventually this will turn into a big sunflower. But for now, it's a very nutritious, very delicious sunflower sprout. These are very delicious in salads, so you can just throw them in addition to whatever else you put in. They're also pretty good in smoothies. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to throw a handful of sunflower sprouts into the blender. Next we have wheatgrass. Everybody should know what wheatgrass is. The grandmother of the health food movement, and Wigmore, really popularized this stuff for its health benefits. Wheatgrass is full of chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is very good for our bodies. We already talked about that in part 1 of the video. Unfortunately, I hate the taste of wheatgrass. It just makes me want to puke. But it's still good for me. Luckily, I found a trick. Because when you blend wheatgrass with pineapple, it completely disarms the taste. So, this is why you watch this video, for the little tricks. The easiest way to get wheatgrass from there to there is with scissors. And this is very gratifying. You just take scissors and literally give it a haircut. And once you have a nice little handful, you just throw it in the blender. It smells like a lawn. The things we do for health, right? Don't throw this guy away because it will grow another length. And you can use that in your smoothies, or better yet, if you have a kitty or a dog, set that near their doggy dish and let them get some nutrition from the wheatgrass stems. So now we have some fresh raspberries. Those go straight into the blender. We have half a banana. In you go. Half an apple. So how do we tell if a pineapple is ripe? Well, the first thing you want to do is you want to smell it. And if it smells, not really even if it smells, if it makes you salivate, that's a good indication that it's pretty close to being ripe. The other thing we can do is we can tug on the leaves, and if they pop out easily, that's another indication that it's ripe. Boom. Here in North America on the mainland, pineapples obviously don't grow, so I have to make do with store-bought ones that aren't totally ripe. If you live in Latin America or are planning to travel there, make sure you try a pineapple because it's a completely different fruit. Alright, so now we're going to twist off the top. That goes in your compost, or you could regrow a pineapple from this. This is the seed. And now what we're going to do is we're going to cut off both ends. And then we're just going to start slowly peeling it around the sides. This is perhaps the easiest way to peel a pineapple. That goes into the compost. And then for this smoothie, since this is a pretty big pineapple, I'm only going to use a quarter of it. If you have a smaller pineapple, feel free to use more. And then some people cut out the middle because it's kind of a fibrous part. I specifically leave it in for that reason. Part of the benefit of a green smoothie is that the fiber is intact. You're not getting rid of it. You're letting it do its job in your body. Clean it out like a sponge. So I leave all the fibrous bits intact. Throw the entire pineapple in the container. And as a result, I benefit immensely. Then we have our water. And now we blend. Make sure that lid is on tight. Remember, you don't want smoothie all over your ceiling. I actually did this to myself once right as I was going into a class. I had a class of about 100 people in New Zealand, and I was multitasking, and as I went to reach for something, I just accidentally flipped the switch. The lid was completely off. The smoothie shot up, came down on me. I didn't have a spare set of clothes, so I had to do the entire class in a robe of green. It's a good story now, though. I'm going to engage my sense of smell. And it doesn't smell like wheatgrass, which means I did my job correctly. Woohoo! Let's see if it passes my taste test. 0 wheatgrass. In fact, this is one of the best smoothies I've made yet.